Alright, now, I know it's been a couple of weeks. Now, it's kind of hard for me to make videos constantly now. Because, well, for starters, my laptop has no charger. I've just constantly been using another person's charger. So, I want to get something out of the way first. This has nothing to do with Raw in general. I want to talk about one subject that I saw on Monday Night Raw that makes no sense. Well, obviously there's two. Emma being buried. That's the second one, but I'm not going to cover that because I knew the moment that Bayley would come back, Emma's push would get dethroned. So much for the music change, huh, WWE? So much for the music change. But either way, let's go on to the main topic. The main topic that I'm here to talk about is the fact that Alexa Bliss's segment. Now, this is the main focus I'm getting at here. So also I've got my new phone. I've got my new phone with me, so I'm gonna give you all the proof. I'm gonna give you all the proof that you need right here. All right. So let's get going. Alexa Bliss did her promo, and surprisingly, Mickie James came out. Now, this was a surprise to me, because I was like, oh, okay, so we're starting off a new, fresh start. Something new and refreshing. Someone besides Sasha and Bayley. Even though they still never lose. On Monday Night Raw, considering what happened with Emma that day. Mickie James comes out and she starts telling Alexa, oh, you called me a name and blah blah blah, but you know, you saw the segment, so you know what I mean. But where I'm getting at is the fact that Mickie James said something that has made me, you know, wonder if it's true or not. Mickie James has said to Alexa Bliss that she is a 6-time women's champion. This is where my phone comes in. But I will say this. She is not a 6-time women's champion. She's a 5-time women's champion. Now, in case a few people want to go ahead and say, oh, she is a 6-time women's champion. If you say that, let's get the phone out. And let's Google Chrome. Let's Google Chrome. So let's see if Mickie James is telling the truth or if she's lying out of her ass. Which I know she's lying. But in case that there are people out there who do not understand and want to believe everything that they hear on their TV screens, let's go and where is her Wikipedia? Wikipedia is definitely the best place to go for information. Because this gives you all their history. Championships and accomplishments. Can this register that? There we go. Okay, look at the women's title. WWE Women's Champion 5. There's a 5. Now, sorry to put this right in your face, but there's a 5 next to the women's title. There's a 5 right next to it. So you can't tell me she's a 6-time women's champion. Now, of course, some people might say, oh, the Divas title counts. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. The Divas title has never counted for anyone's records. Okay? The Divas Championship is a completely different championship. Am I correct? I'm correct. So the Divas Championship is a different title. If the Divas Championship counted to championship records and accomplishments, then you know what this means, correct? Then that means Charlotte should already be a 5-time women's champion, correct? Am I correct? I am correct. So basically where I'm coming from here is that Mickie James is nothing but a liar. And WWE is only forcing this down our throats to make us believe that Mickie James is actually on the hunt on breaking Trish Stratus's record. Now, I know WWE like to have newer wrestlers come along and break records, but why Mickie James? I mean, you got Charlotte and Sasha. I mean, like, they're already at 4. I mean, it's like you could like they could easily break Trish Stratus's record. They could easily break Trish Stratus's record the way WWE booked them as champions. Sasha just needs to win the thing. And just keep losing it. Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. There you go. She's already there. And don't tell me Mickie James counts TNA titles. That'll be the most preposterous thing I have ever heard. She wouldn't count her TNA titles. She's won the TNA Women's title 3 times. She would have already broken Trish Stratus's record with that title alone, if it counted into the WWE record books. But you got to remember, TNA is a different brand. The Divas title's from the same company, but it's a different title. You can't count the Divas title. If the Divas title counted, then people like Paige and Nikki Bella would all been referenced as former women's champions. Because when Nikki Bella was around, Maura Ranallo kept calling her former Divas champion. They never referenced her as a women's champion. Because the Divas title and the women's title are 2 different titles. So Mickie James, ladies and gentlemen, is not a 6-time women's champion. She is a 5-time women's champion. She has blatantly lied to Alexa Bliss, and she's blatantly lied to everybody in the entire world that she's a 6-time champion. And I know you people are probably just going to say, oh, the Divas title counts. Well, you know what? The Divas title doesn't count because it's a completely different title. If they made it count, then fine. But they've never made it count. They've never made it count. They've never made the Divas Championship count to anyone's records since the Divas Championship has disappeared. There's no way they can let Mickie James get away with that. Because if that's the case, then Charlotte should be going for number 6 against Natalya. Because the Divas title counts as 1 title, correct? So that makes Charlotte Flair a 5-time champion if the Divas Championship counts, right? Look, I'm right and you're wrong. So, I didn't want to rant about this too long, but I'm going to be making another video as soon as I'm done with this one about something else. So anyway guys, I'll see you guys in just a second.